Expert coming at you with another video. Trying a little different format, having some issues with my external mic, so I'm going to try to sit to the side of my phone here and make sure you guys can hear me clearly. Hopefully we don't get any feedback. So Market Watch, I was reading something, I think it was Comic Book Realm or Comic Book Resources. They cast Idris Elba, as you guys may know him as Heimdall. I know him as Stringer Bell from The Wire. They cast him to play Roland Deschain, the gunslinger. Interesting to me, but that they cast him for that role. But I certainly believe he will not leave us fans of the Dark Tower hanging or disappointed just because of his sheer acting talent. Hopefully the writers don't end up screwing him over with the script. So if anybody was interested, this is actually the first part of the Dark Tower, the Gunslinger. And I believe Matthew McConaughey was cast. Don't know if he's going to be Martin Broadcloak, Walter, Man in Black. Who knows? This is one of my favorite Stephen King books next to It. I can say that this is the only Stephen King book that I've read twice. So if that tells you anything. So just to show you before I... So the key line here is the Man in Black fled across the desert and the gunslinger followed. So there are 7 books to the Dark Tower. I own all 7. I've read all 7. They got worse as time went on. This is the best one next, and then Wizard and Glass. The last 2 though, well, I hope they don't get that far in the movie. Let's put it that way. So I'm okay with this one if they make an adaptation of the Gunslinger. And I've been meaning to pick these up too. I had their individual books, but I traded them in or sold them. And I do have the hardcover of the Gunslinger Born. I'd like to get all the hardcovers of the Stephen King Marvel adaptations. I need to find them cheap. I'm not going to go out and pay full price for them. So if I see them anywhere, any type of clearance sales or anything, I'll probably pick them up. But if anybody's interested in reading comic format of this, there's plenty. There's the Gunslinger Born. There's probably 3 or 4 volumes just for the Gunslinger alone. And I think they just started doing the drawing of the 3 from Marvel. So that's part 2. That's this book. So yeah, they're already doing comics of this one too, in case anybody wants to read that. Alright. So that's enough about Dark Tower. Just figured I'd give you guys, show you guys that. So I was at Half Price Books a while back, and I actually picked up books. Go figure. Found these for less than $1. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I've got the movie adaptations in comic form. Why not have the book? Have that. Picked up The Black Hole. That is based on the Disney. I don't know if this came... Yeah, the Disney movie was based on this story. There's also a comic book adaptation of the Disney movie from Gold Key that's really rare. So if any of you guys see that, pick it up. One thing I've been having trouble finding, there's these little book sleeves. They're like, I don't know, it's like a poly bag for books, but I can't seem to find them in less than quantities of 100. So if anybody has any tips on where I can buy small quantities of these, like 10, 25, I really don't have a lot of these kind of books, but I just have a handful, like Batman stuff, Captain America, that I just want to keep nice, like these. Alright, went to my resale shop. They were having a book sale too. I already read this once, but I never owned a copy, so this was $1. Jurassic Park. Can't go wrong with that. It's a great book. I recommend anybody read it. Alright, now on to comics. Oh, not that one yet. So at that same resale shop, picked up a little bit of 90s cheese. Silver Surfer 100. I really like that cover. Can't read who did it though. I'll look it up later. Picked up Silver Surfer versus the Hulk, 125th issue. Hey, you never know. If Marvel got the Surfer back, that could happen. And this one here, that just, to takes the cake as far as covers go, in my opinion. Silver Surfer choking Spidey and Daredevil. And that's actually, I think that's a YSEC cover. But again, those were 3 for $1. They always are at that resale shop. Stopped at my local comic shop. Well, not the one that has my pull list, the one that's in my town. And he had one of these left, so I bought his last copy. I saw Murfinator had about 800 of them. So, Mike, I got something to tell you anyway on this video, so I hope you're watching. He had one copy left of this. Now, I have a copy of this sitting in my pull list in a different comic shop, but I see something, a lot of people are buying this up in multiples, so I figured I'd have 2 copies. And then he was giving these away for free, but he has them behind the counter, so you have to ask for them. And if you ask for them, the guy's going to groan at you a little bit and say that they're free and say that the comic doesn't match up to the show because the comic is better. And then he'll groan some more, and then I'll give it to you. So, I picked this up. This is already priced out on Comic Book Realm. I think it's $3 or $5, and it's, you know, I got mine for free. So I'm okay with that for now, because the original book is high priced. Alright, so I did a trade with Murfinator. I haven't actually reciprocated on the trade yet. That is coming. I have to put some books together for you, Mike. But I wanted to show you what he did, and he did a huge act of kindness in there as well. So we agreed there was one book I wanted it that he had, and I'll show that one here, but I'm going to show you the other stuff. He wanted to do a blind trade, so I figured, yeah, 4 for 4. Maybe even 5 for 5. So he sent me Spidey Super Stories, number 23. I'm pretty happy with that. I love those covers. I don't have any of those either, any at all. So I've actually been looking for a handful of them, so thank you, bud. He knows I'm a Michael Turner fan, so he sent me Soulfire number 1, Michael Turner's Soulfire from Aspen Comics. Michael Turner, Jeff Loeb. They did the Superman Batman series, so how can you go wrong there? While I don't collect X-Men or see or Wolverine anymore or anything like that, but this is pretty awesome, this cover, so I'll probably end up holding on to this one too. This is Uncanny X-Men 451. I just love the, you know, it looks cool that you got new Wolverine sitting on top of old Wolverine. She's even got the brown gloves and everything, so I thought that was pretty sweet. And yeah, I'll probably even hold on. Like I said, that's a cool cover. I'll probably hold on to that one for a little while anyway. Who knows? We might see Laura Kinney on screen. And then here's the actual book that I wanted to trade. This is the 4th print, so there's a low print run of this. This is probably, I checked this on the price guides, and it's not, you know, it's not a super high price book, but it is in the double digits. Low double digits. But it's still a double digit book because it's just such a low print run. It's the 4th print sketch variant from Michael Turner. So this was the 4th, this is a sketch variant of cover number 2 for this book of Teen Titans Volume 3, number 1. So I was pretty happy with that, and thanks, you know, I appreciated Mike being willing to trade that to me. So here is where the amazing Murfinator, he sent me, this is where I'm going to call the act of kindness. This was a real nice touch on this package he sent me. So he knows I'm a huge Pittsburgh Penguins fan, and we you know, go back and forth during the season when the Bruins and Pens are playing via comments and emails. So he sent me this, and this is huge, buddy. So majorly appreciate it. He sent me the Beckett price guide from when Mario retired. So that's July 1997. I think that's the first time Mario retired. That's after he had recovered from Hodgkin's lymphoma. As you guys know, I'm a huge Penguins fan. I mean, I've got just above this Superman backdrop here, I've got the 2009 Stanley Cup champs, you know, on the ice in Detroit here, whenever they beat the Red Wings in Game 7. So I'm, you know, really, really stoked to have this. That's awesome. So thank you, Mike. That is you know, nice touch to this care package you sent me, buddy. I'll be getting some books together here for you soon, and hopefully I can match. I'll come close to being as having as cool of a care package to give away as this one is with this Farewell Mario book. So, all right, well that is my haul. Market watch, whatever you want to call it. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and looking forward to the comments. Peace.